You have entered the Plumbing Business Success Zone, teaching entrepreneurs the business of plumbing. This is Potty Talk Live, recorded live every week. Turn on notifications to never miss an episode. Now your host, Richard Behney, the $1 Million Plumber.
Hey, plumbing pros, welcome to the 272nd episode of Potty Talk Live. Hey there, I'm your host, Richard Behney, the $1 Million Plumber, seated behind the golden MVP microphone, where we're talking the business of plumbing, how to grow a self-sufficient, successful, and very profitable plumbing business. So, hey, if you're a plumbing business entrepreneur, you are in the right place, all right? If you want to be a plumbing business entrepreneur, you are in the right place. And hey, if you just want to hang out with other plumbing business entrepreneurs, you're in the right place. All right, glad to have you here. Hey, if you're watching live, let us know you're with us live by typing live in the comments. And if you're watching the replay, please type replay so we know that you joined us. And if you're listening to the podcast, you know what to do. Just keep on listening. All right. Hey, it's good to have you here. Hey, the lovely Laura's joining me as well.
Hey, baby.
All right. Hey, I'm getting comfortable to our new studios here. I can look over here and see you. Well, I can kind of see the lovely Laura. She's like behind this. She has this whole new video desk thing with these monitors everywhere. I mean, it looks pretty. Looks pretty cool. We got to get a camera. We got to get a camera that can show, because that's where the show is over here. And it is really pretty cool.
It's pretty fun. And we still have an echo, though. We need to, I think, get some egg cartons or something on the walls.
We are in our news. Yeah, we haven't done the sound. We got the stuff up, lights and that kind of thing.
Right.
But we haven't soundproofed the studio yet.
We need to
so, a little bit of, I can hear that as well.
For sure.
Hey, but we'll go with it. All right, we'll go with it.
Everybody.
Hey, it's good to have you here. All right. Hey, a bit of news. News.
What?
Did you see that Charlie Daniels passed away, 83 years old? Does anyone know who Charlie Daniels is? If you know who Charlie Daniels is, throw me a 1 up on the comments. Okay? Charlie Daniels, a pretty cool cat. In fact, a real cool cat.
For sure.
All right? In fact, I got to meet him back in the day. I did a little country show.
You did.
With Charlie Daniels. He was the guy, I was nobody. Okay?
That's true.
But what's so cool, the story I want to share, how important it is, even when you make it with your plumbing business, okay? Watch the attitude, okay? I learned, this is a great example, and quite frankly, I've learned from these kinds of guys. He called me into, I have this picture.
I knew you were going to
I know,
that
and this is the lovely Lord. That's when you and I were first starting out, too.
Yep,
you were in the audience, baby.
Of course I was always
I was singing to you, baby. I was singing and grooving to you.
See, I don't know if a lot of people know that you are an amazing singer. And you have
I'm glad you think so, baby.
Background.
I got you at least.
Yes. So,
but I did a little show.
And had a mullet too. We have to mention that.
I was way back in the day. Okay.
Way.
Right.
Back in the
day. He called me into the dressing room. I got to meet him, and to this day I got this picture in my mind, forever seared into my mind. Because there's that Charlie Daniels in his boxer briefs and T-shirt, eating a ham sandwich. All right, with his big beard and all that white beard. He looked like Santa Claus in his underwear. But the nicest guy. He was the nicest guy, and just gave, again, he was the big man on the show, but treated everyone like everyone was important.
Right.
All right, good stuff.
That was fun. Hey, everybody's checking in. Bob Bella's saying hi. Adam Smith,
hey, Bob.
Our New Brunswick man.
Our New Brunswick man. How you doing, brother?
How's Jamie? Adam, hope you guys are doing well. See, Jesse was checking in, and TK, as always, checking in.
TK. All right, man. Good to see you.
My favorite Kelly Ball.
Kelly Ball. All right. Hey, everyone stick around here. Hey, we got a great episode here, okay?
We do.
All right. The title of this episode is How Much Are You Worth? Okay, we're gonna talk about worth a little bit, okay, and how that's figured out. You, and more, not necessarily just you, but your plumbing business, okay? And so we're gonna have a little conversation about that. So stick around here and join us. But it's good to have everybody on here.
Drew saying hello from Corona, California.
Corona, California. My daughter's getting ready to go to California.
Don't even.
I know. Back to California. We just had some good friends in here.
We did.
I love calling.
We're checking in. Let's see.
We can call our client. They're clients, but I'm so I'm so blessed that our clients not only just, professionally, clients, but are just good friends. And the Works Plumbing, all right, the Basingas, and their beautiful family, class act.
So fun.
Okay, hey guys, there's a difference between being a pro and a hack. And if you look up pro in class act in the dictionary, you would see a picture of the Basingas.
The Basingas, right?
All right.
Patrick and Margaret, power.
They're headed back to California. Also, who was with us was Danny and Thais. Yeah. Also class act. I mean, it's just a difference. Out of
near Boston, Mass.
Yeah.
New Era Plumbing.
I'm so proud of my clients. It's so fun. They were so. If they said it once, they must have said a dozen times or better. Well, how thankful they are for the for what working with them on the MDP stuff and all that. But I'm grateful. We're blessed. Laura and I have talked about how blessed we are to be with our clients, and I'm so proud of our clients because we hear all the time from the vendors and the vendor relationships how amazed they are at our clients. And the thing of it is, it's just the professionalism. There's just a difference between being a pro and a hack.
That's right.
All right. And I'm just proud that I get to associate with a bunch of pros. A bunch of pros. All right.
Okay. So
it's good to have you on board here
tonight.
We're going to talk about how much are you worth. Hey, this is I want you to listen up here because a lot of plumbing entrepreneurs get stuck on this thing of what they can charge. Okay, and really what that all comes down to is what we feel we're worth. Okay. So let's have a little discussion about that. Okay? And first of all, I got to think, well, how could I, there is so much to all this. Okay.
Hey, Mark Baldwin out of upstate New York.
Nice. All right, man. Welcome to Potty Talk Live.
Yeah.
Okay. And so how first of all we talk about worth. Okay, and usually we associate that with money. So I want to have a quick, without going so deep about money, but really it is easy. Well, it can be complicated, but really it is easy, So I thought, here, I got my wallet on me. Just pull out, what do I have in here? Do I have any money? And earlier I didn't have any money. By the way, I did we got our car washed. And great service. It's in my stories.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah,
amazing story. It's a great example of what you do for your plumbing business as well. I mean, perfect example. Well, I didn't have any money for a tip. Okay, the worth was more to me than what they charged, and so I wanted to give a good tip. I didn't have any money.
No cash on us.
All right, so I do have here. I do have some money here. Okay. Let's make it simple. Take out a $1 bill. Okay, got it. $1 bill.
Okay.
So how much is this dollar worth? How much is this dollar worth? Huh? Anybody got an idea?
$1.
All right. Well, back in the day, okay, a while back. This used to be worth. Hey, Thais, that Thais?
We miss you, Thais.
Oh, we miss you guys. Great time. And just life. Just share, not only just business talk, but just life.
Right.
All right? But how much is this dollar worth?
I don't know.
Okay, well, we say it's $1, right?
I'm going to assume.
Okay, $1.
Something else up
all right.
Sleeve. Yes.
Okay. Well, back in the day, okay, back at a time, back in the early 1900s, 1800s, okay, even 1700s, okay. This used to be backed by something, okay. There's a saying that this is, the dollar is not worth 100 pennies. Smart aleck, Carmen.
Also, Jesse the smart aleck.
10 dimes. All right, we're doing the math. Okay, we got some. Must have some master plumbers in the house that can add, do multiplication. Okay. But there was a saying that this isn't worth the paper that it's written on, that kind of a thing at time. And there was times it was like that today, right. Okay. But there was a time when this was backed by gold. Okay, your dollar, for every paper dollar, there was $1 worth of gold. That the government owned that backed this. Okay. Right. All the gold in Fort Knox. You ever heard of Fort Knox? Okay, that used to be a place where we had all of our gold.
Right.
Okay, there actually used to be gold that supported this dollar bill. Okay, but long story short, about 1970, I think it was 1970. Okay, went from the gold standard. Okay. To we dropped the gold. Okay, and the dollar started being based on really our gross national product. Now I want to go into all the economics and all that, okay?
Please don't.
But it was what, on what our country produced supported what this is worth, okay? That's kind of easy economics with that, with that, okay? Basically, we went to a value standard, okay? So we went from a gold standard where this was backed
Right.
by gold. There was, for every dollar, there was $1 worth of gold sitting in Fort Knox, okay? Then, and as it is today, we're in the value standard where we just say, well, this is worth so much. We say it's worth $1. We just we say it's worth $1.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense? Okay, well, the principles apply the same to your plumbing business, okay, and to your worth. Okay, so a lot of guys get stuck on the idea that they're on the plumbing standard.
Oh.
They're on the plumbing standard. In fact, there are some customers, the wrong customers, I will add, all right, that do judge you on the plumbing standard, which isn't very high. Okay, it's just the cost of the materials. Okay, I agree. I'll pay you the cost of the materials. Your what you charge is based on the cost of the materials.
Your exact cost.
Your exact cost, right?
No markup or the time it took to go get it or
anything
that
like
you may have stocked or
the exact cost of the materials. And I may throw you a bone or two, but if in all reality, no one thinks plumbers are worth anything. Okay, those that judge on the plumbing standard.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
The good customers are on the value standard. So to really be successful with your plumbing business, you need to be working for those customers that are in the value standard when it comes to your plumbing business. Okay. So what does that mean? What does that look like? So let's still keep it all simplified here. Okay. Now, in my Plumbing Business Success Academy, I purposely go more into this because this kind of idea. And if you want to know more about that, you can check out my Plumbing Business Success Academy. Okay, by simply typing "success" in the comments. Okay, or going to themilliondollarplumber.com/success. Okay, check it out. All right. And so I talk about these kinds of things. These are kinds of things you have to understand how value works.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And especially what your plumbing customer values. Okay.
Right.
All right. And what standard they have you on. All right. So let's take a look at that.
Okay.
All right. And of course, to simplify it, always do it. Put it down in threes here. Okay. It's very easy. All right. So number one. Okay. What does the right plumbing customer value? Okay. They value their. And if I can underline that. Okay. When we think about that word, put the emphasis on their. They value their life.
Yep.
Okay, their life. Okay, the world revolves around them. Okay, they are the star in their own movie. Okay, that's just how it is. If you understand that, okay, then you've gone a long way. Okay, so you have to again, you want to be with the right customer that values. If you understand, they value their life.
Right.
All right, so let's take a look at a couple different plumbing customers. Okay, and a general contractor, new construction.
Hey, Carmen.
In their life, what part of their life do you think they value in
who?
dealing with you?
Of who?
Like a general contractor.
GC. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
What do they value?
Right. What you got to think. What do they value?
I know what they value.
All right.
And it's not as plumbers.
Right. They value especially their life. Okay. All right. The same goes with you got the commercial job and you're dealing with
DJ.
the person making the decision, which is just some manager who's paid hourly or salary. All right. Who's just what do you think they value about their life? Or you think they're worried about the plumbing problem? Okay, and how it affects their life? Or are they looking to get to Friday or whatever day they have off? And you're just a nuisance.
Right.
Okay. Then you have residential service customer. All right, you see where we're going with this? All right, residential service customer.
Yeah.
Their life. Okay, so the relationship with your a problem or solution to getting them back in track with their plumbing problem.
Right.
Okay, and their plumbing problem. Okay, their life. Okay, all right, which leads to point number 2. Get there pretty quick. Okay,
Oh, I got there pretty quick.
they value their plumbing.
Hey, Pam.
Their plumbing. All right. They value their plumbing. All right, so a homeowner, residential service customer, it's their plumbing. It's their house. So do you think it's going to matter if they get it taken care of or not?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think is going to be more important to them? Getting it taken care of or having to deal with you, or how much it costs? Okay, even though they may ask those things.
Right.
Okay, as compared to a general contractor, is it their plumbing? If you're doing a new home construction, okay.
On a GC?
GC,
Yeah.
is it their plumbing?
Nope.
Do you think they really care? Are they going to live in the house, or is this just or they have different values?
They're just trying to get this job done so they can pay for the last one.
Right. Okay. And let's go to the commercial account. That manager at Walmart or whatever the restaurant, big account that you got all the account. You think that manager really cares about the plumbing? Do you
He's
really?
just waiting for Beer Friday.
That's right. That's right. Okay. All right. Okay. They value their plumbing. The right customer values their plumbing. Okay.
Right.
All right. So hey, well, I got something here for joining us. Okay.
Oh, yeah?
For joining us here, can you push the right button? I'm gonna make sure everyone gets. We got some new ones here. All right. Hey, I discuss these kinds of things. It's all laid out in my e-booklet, The 7 Must Knows to Be a $1 Million Plumber. It covers this kind of thing of value. Okay. There's 7 principles. Okay, that you got to know to have a successful, self-sustaining, and very profitable plumbing business.
That sounds like it should be very expensive.
But it's not. It's free.
What?
It's free. All right. Simply type 7 in the comments or go to themilliondollarplumber.com/7 and grab your free e-booklet. All right.
Now.
Okay. So there we have it.
Okay.
So we have number 1. Okay, they value their life. Number 2, they value their plumbing. Okay, and finally, they value their. Wait for it. There it is. Time.
Time.
Okay.
Oh, please
They
get this,
value
everyone.
their time, not your time.
Nope.
Their time.
If you hear the words we're speaking, please give us a like bomb or even type in the comments. I hear you. Just
Please.
make sure. Are we hearing this?
Are you getting this,
So
guys? This is important. This is the difference between being a pro and a hack.
The time thing is, guys.
Period.
I'm telling you, it's
Right
so,
here. This is the
so
biggie.
important.
This is a secret.
Secret sauce.
Huge secret. Right. This is a huge gold nugget right here. If you can grasp this concept, okay, because this is the foundation of everything with a successful plumbing business.
Yes.
Okay. The right customer values their time.
Their time.
Okay, their time, not your time.
Yep.
Their time. In fact, they got a high value. They'll put lots of these to get
BJ's
their time back, to
BJ
buy their
hears us.
to buy their time. I'll give you all of these. Now they're not just going to just throw money at you.
Okay.
No one wants to call. No one wakes up in the morning and wants to call a plumber. Okay, no one wakes up in the morning and wants to call you.
See?
All right, no one wants to spend money at a plumber. But what do they value? The right customer is valuing.
Hey, Clay.
Okay, especially we get to this important point. They value their time. So if you can meet their time, which I'm going to give you some free coaching advice here.
Okay.
Okay, when's their time?
Angel says, say it louder for the people in back.
There we go. All right, they value their time today. Today. That sounds like a song. I
does.
sound like a song. Okay. All right.
They're coming to America. That's
They're coming to America today. Right. They value their time today, not tomorrow. Not that we'll get there.
Okay, see, isn't that funny?
What?
It's over you. Look at that.
Nailed it.
I don't know how they do that.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Okay. All right. That's exactly it. Okay. They value their time, not your plumbing. Not that you're putting plumbing in. They value their plumbing.
Yep.
Okay. They don't care about your life.
Nope.
Okay. They care about their life. They value their life. So if you can meet these needs, okay, all right, their life, make their life important, okay, in the focus, all right, their plumbing, get their plumbing back taken care of, okay, their plumbing
life
issue,
back.
and get their time taken care of today, get their life back. Your customers will value that greatly,
Right.
okay.
And what will they do then?
They will hand over whatever you ask them that you say it's worth.
Yep.
They'll
Just a value
exchange.
exchange.
Right, it's a value exchange. Exactly.
all it
You'll give them
is.
back their time, okay? Now, do you think you're worth as much tomorrow? No, you're not. That's your greater pushback on tomorrow or the next week. I know for us, we value our time. Oh, my schedule's loaded. I'm busy all week. All right, you're busy dying. All right?
Very, very bad.
Okay, that's not that's not security.
That is
Okay?
not.
All
It
right?
may feel like it, but it is not.
All right. Oh, thanks, TK. All right.
That, buddy.
All right, I'm glad you see that because you're a pro, TK.
TK
All right?
is.
All right, but this
Terry
idea
Kennedy Plumbing
All right.
Services in Ohio.
in Ohio, all right?
Great company.
The idea of time, guys, if this is one thing I could just beat home in your heads, okay? It's what I spend a lot of time beating. Well, I don't have to very long because my clients finally get it.
Our clients are super.
Because they are pro, right. All right, that's the only. That's why they make me look good because they're already smart and on top of it and doing it. So it's like I'm like a quarterback. I get all the glory, and really they're doing all the work. So it's all right because it's getting this concept of time. Okay, so to say, well, I can't charge that when you're having those kinds of conversations, you're done. You're lost.
Yeah.
Okay, brother, if you're having those kinds of conversations, well, I can't charge that, or my competition's charging this. If you're looking that way at things, you're
on the
dead.
wrong path.
You're dead man plumbing. Period.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Your customers value time.
Yep.
Okay. They value their time.
The right customers.
The right customers that you want to work for. You find the customers that value time, and there's lots of them. Okay. But the key is they value their time today. You're getting their life back.
Right.
Remember, it's about their life. You're getting their plumbing taken care of. They don't have to worry about it. Okay. Their plumbing taken care of. All right. And you're getting on their time, which is today. I got it taken care of today. All right. Guys,
Couldn't
that's
be much easier
it.
than that, you know?
All right.
It just couldn't be. Hey, we do have a question from someone on YouTube, and I'm going to try to get it up here, but it says, what do you suggest more, big jobs or services? And I already know you know the answer, but I thought you might want to address the question.
Get it done today. I take all jobs that you can do today. Look at it in the day. In fact, I was talking with one of the clients over this weekend. We're talking about business and that kind of stuff, and the numbers became very clear to him about how just dropping all these big jobs. I know it's like, oh, I'm going to get $5,000, you know, but the guys are there 3 days.
Right.
Okay.
And you've lost out on
all the other opportunity. It literally is stepping over, $100 bills, for $10 bills.
Right.
Okay. Get it done today.
Yep.
Okay. So even if you'll value today, okay, don't be worried about if the phone's going to ring tomorrow. That was one of the hardest lessons I had to learn from my mentor.
No kidding.
Okay. And it didn't make, I'll be honest with you, it didn't make sense to me as a young man. And so I get it. Okay. But he made the statement, we live and die by the phone. But they was calm. I mean, and it was a shop that had 26 trucks, 26 trucks.
And been in business for years and years.
Years and years, right. And we'd have, guys would work all day, and the next day there'd just be a handful of jobs. Guys, it doesn't matter. As you grow, it never seems like enough work if you're focused on that. If you're just constantly, we're going to get enough work. We're going to die. This is the day.
This is when we're going to die.
Right, exactly. But it's amazing how you just want enough work for that day.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
And just and it arises if you think that way and you work that way instead of trying to make things all safe. Right. Okay. We're seeing this whole safety thing played out in our society today. There's no such thing as safe.
No such thing.
In fact, it's safer keeping moving and be out just doing stuff. Okay. Not worried about a mask. These people walking around. I see people all, they got hazmat suits on for no reason. Stuff doesn't even work. And we're like, what a way to go through life.
I know.
Man, it's so sad. So you don't need to do that with your plumbing business either. Okay. Just take care. Understand that it's about the customer's life. They value their life. They value their plumbing. Okay. They value their time. Yep. Period. You meet those. That's the easy sale as well. Okay. All right. They called you out for a specific plumbing problem. Don't be spending all your time trying to sell them other stuff. Okay. All right. You're losing. I value my life says my toilet's running. Okay. What are you doing talking about all this other stuff? Okay. All right. All right. Take care of that. Take care of their plumbing. I want this fixed. Right. I'm not worried about this. I want this fixed. Right. Okay. And get it taken care of today. Don't worry about trying to set work up for the future and that kind of stuff. Get them taken care of today. Period. All right. Guys, that's it. I love you. You get that? Okay, money's really that basic. It's a value system. Okay, and so I'll be some things we work on with our private clients, and it's in the academy as well. But the whole head game. Okay, if you look at yourself as just a plumber, and you don't value yourself. In fact, a couple of clients, we're out, and you may see some pictures of us online, and we're eating at these nice restaurants.
They were out here visiting.
Out here visiting.
Right?
We're eating by the big boats. In fact, last night we're on the boat. We kind of there's a couple on this big boat. Right, we got to go on this big boat, and
the owner was there, and he invited us on.
Right, they invited us on, and we're talking.
Right.
But what that does is it expands your vision. Okay, so if you just look at yourself as, well, this is a plumber and this is all I do, and I'll go on a vacation once a year with my family, and and I got to be here.
I'm off my plumbing business when I'm gone, and I got to fix it when I get back.
Exactly. That's if that's how you look at it, that's all that's going to be.
You're looking at it wrong.
All right. But if you can grasp this idea of that you're worth more, okay, and what you're really selling is value. So it's really not plumbing. It ain't about plumbing. Okay, it's more important on the experience that your customer has. This is like that car wash. The guys, as I said in the thing, we went to this car wash, our first car wash here in Florida. Okay, and pulled in this place, and I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be swell, but they came
our
in.
Expectations are low.
I mean, are low. It's a car wash. See, it's just like plumbing. I wasn't expecting a whole lot, but they were all uniformed, and I'm talking just regular guys. Okay, these
young
weren't
kids.
Young.
Or young 20s. Yeah.
Right.
Kids to us.
And
yes, sir. No, sir.
No,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Where did that come from?
I know,
and they're
it
right
was
to
amazing.
it, and they cared about the guys. The guy must have been 5 minutes spraying down the front end of my car, and it's not like I had a bunch of stuff and smile, and they're going, and spraying like they really went the extra mile all the way through to they wipe it down at the end. They actually. I mean, go through the dryer and all that, but they wipe everything down, and it's just with all this love, it was the experience.
We will always.
They got it right, guys. That's the same thing with your plumbing business. Your customers, the right customers, and you'll become wealthy. That's how you create wealth. And again, as you get to know me, they're talking about wealth as financial wealth and time wealth. And you create that. You have those right kind of customers that value those kinds of things, and you understand that. And you deliver that value, it's a slam dunk, guys. You're sitting on a gold mine. Sitting on a gold mine. Yep.
Thank you, Carmen. Carmen said, Richard, I thank you so much for your time. I value this whole thing you guys are doing. Much respect. Carmen,
thank you,
Academy member right there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, you're getting it done. I'm proud of you guys that see that. Yep. And if you just continue, forward and on things, all right, you'll achieve the life that you desire with your plumbing business. All right?
Why not?
Okay,
right?
So there we go. Hey, if you want to learn more about, we get into this. In fact, it's module number 1.
Right off the bat.
We get into money. We learn about money. And of course, create your own, what's your honest hourly rate? Okay, and figure out your honest hourly rate. Okay, but if you want to learn more about this and other aspects that are extremely important to the success of your plumbing business, then check out my Plumbing Business Success Academy.
Going to Matt Carter, though, one of our clients is saying that a big boat is in my Y.
All right, Matt. It's in my Y, too. And it seems to be getting bigger. It's getting bigger after a while. And that's good. All right. Okay, Matt, he mentioned an important thing, your why, okay? And that's part of the Success Academy as well. A very important ingredient to your success, okay? All right?
Thanks, Adam Smith. Okay, yes, and you were saying.
All right, so check it out.
Yeah.
Okay?
This is what you want.
All right? We cover everything you need to know about your plumbing to run a successful and self-sustaining and very profitable plumbing business. It's all laid out there for you in 12 easy bite-sized modules. I make it easy because I made it easy for me, okay? But it's really, guys that come out with a business degree don't understand this stuff, okay?
True that.
But you go through it, you'll understand the business of plumbing, okay? And be able to create that life that you desire for you and your family. And I make it easy for you. You can check it out for free. 14-day free trial. Simply type success in the comments or go to themilliondollarplumber.com/success. All right. Hey, I hear the music. The lovely Laura's pulling the cord on me. It's about time to flush this episode. All right. I hope you enjoyed this one. Okay. All right. And as always, before I let you go, I want to remind you that you were purposely and wonderfully created, and you were created to do great things. So as always, plumb like a champion.
Bye-bye. Thank you for tuning in to Potty Talk Live with Richard Behney, the $1 Million Plumber. If you enjoyed this show, share it now.
Just do it.
To catch past episodes and get alerts for new episodes, turn notifications on now and join us again for more tips, techniques, and strategies to help you grow your plumbing business.